I know, right through across
Really
the pond.
unbelievable.
And that pond is 90 feet deep. And the total yards of fill are 400,000 yards of fill. And that comes out to 20,000 truckloads. So, what announcements did we have?
Public comment.
Yeah, next thing, public comment.
We have one person signed up, Ms. Carrie Swift, with the usual dual name and address. Anyone else who wants to?
Take this actually. Carrie Swift, 25 Pocono Ridge Road. I'd just like to comment first off that that's great. We're doing pictures of the bypass. I wish you could get the Board of Ed. We don't have pictures like that of the high school renovation, which the town is responsible for. And we can't even get, they've asked Mr. Getz for years to even get the new plan up there. There's still the original plan that we voted in that has been valued engineered into non-existence. So I go take a look at the school site, and that just reminded me that we can't, there's no updated anything about the high school, which is really a shame, because in fact in the newspaper when they just had the article about the high school, they said the cafeteria was expanding. She took it right off the website. It's not being expanded, it got cut. But that wasn't what I came to talk about tonight. I came to talk about tonight about this Costco issue. And I know Joni knows because we had a conversation about it. I am personally, my husband and I are personally, and I will disclose my conflict of interest right off, my neighborhood is going to be destroyed. We already have a problem in our neighborhood with traffic from Commerce Drive, all that truck traffic, in fact sand trucks that are not even supposed to be on our road, cannot seem to stay off our road, and they use exit 9, they go up that way to Sandy Hook. And so we have had for years a tremendous problem with that traffic that the police have been sort of unable. I just talked to them the other day, they're going to be working on it, but they've been unable to corral it, and here we are going to put traffic on there. And I was looking at the charter the other day. This is our charter that's supposed to be like our Constitution that we're supposed to live by, and we're talking about charter changes and voting on this. Article number 9, conflicts of interest, code of ethics. Conflicts of interest, and it's A, any elected or appointed town officer, official, or employee, any elected or appointed members of town boards, commissions, committees, and or authorities who has a financial interest, direct or indirect, in any contract, any transaction, or any decision of any agency, board, or commission of the town to which the town is a party shall disclose that interest in writing to the Board of Selectmen, which shall record such disclosure upon the official record of its meeting and shall file a copy of such record in the office of the town clerk. Any officer, official, or employee shall be disqualified from acting on any such matter coming before such office, board, or commission. B, violation of the provisions of this section shall be grounds for the removal of any such officer, official, or employee. Such violation with the knowledge expressed or implied of any person, firm, or corporation participating in such contract, transaction, action, or decision shall render the same voidable by the Board of Selectmen. And I'm not going to name the person by name, the people by name, because I don't think that's right. They're not here to defend themselves. But we have, a broker on the deal. He's admitted that he is the real estate broker on the deal to sell the property, who is the chair of our Economic Development Commission, and is the vice chair. He's the same person, vice chair of the Planning Commission. How is that not a conflict of interest? And I did go into the town clerk's office today. I asked them for this file. They have no such file. And I have been, I could have missed it because I haven't looked at every meeting minute, but we have, been watching, and I have not seen any of these conflict of interest reports recorded. And I'd like to know what we're doing about this and why. There's a thing you can recuse yourself from a vote, okay. However, to be on the commission and to manipulate the process from inside, even if this business about, it's for the good of the town, someone who has this much of financial stake, I was looking at the meeting minutes before where, Mr. Murphy, you said that the land was worth $25 million. I've heard 15. I have not heard 25.
I never said 25 million.
Okay, it's on your meeting minutes. We got
That's
another.
a mistake.
I'll send the meeting minutes over to Ginny because it was, you stated, because I was surprised. I thought it was 15 because it is on the August, I believe it's August 9th meeting minutes, but I'll send them over, of 25 million, but I heard 15. But what's the commission on that? That's a pretty big commission. That's probably more than my family earns in a year. And how could someone say that they don't have that they're going to be impartial on this and hire a planner and they're going to do more planning for what the town needs? I just don't understand why these people were either appointed in the first place or as this became, because apparently the Royers and the person who's trying to sell this land have been going to these meetings for many months. Why these people, several people who have, or one person who has a conflict of interest was not asked to step down from these commissions. These are not paid, it's not like you're losing the person their job. They should be asked to step down and leave this to other people who do not have a conflict of interest. And I would like to know why that has not been done, because and it's not just me who's concerned. There are a lot of people in town who are concerned that we are just selling this town out from under us. And same thing with the water and the Brookfield Water and the WPA, and why we have people that have conflicts of interest on these commissions and on these boards, and why we're not keeping better track and a better corral. And I would like to know if those conflicts of interest were disclosed in writing and where they are on file, because they are absolutely not in the town clerk's office. They were wonderful in there. They were very nice. They went in the vault. They went in this file, that file. They looked all over for me. They have no such file there. So I would like to know why we're not following our charter and why this isn't being done and why these people have not been asked to be stepped down. Thank you.
Look into it. Next, correspondence. That's just information.
Okay.
Next, additional public comment.
Jerry Swift, 25 Pocono Ridge Road, and I was talking before about us apparently not following our charter with conflicts of interest. And I am going to press this as to where that is in writing. These people have been disclosing why it's not filed with the town clerk and why we're not doing it. And right after I made my comments, here we have where we're planning is recommending hiring a planner. This is manipulating the system from inside. This is what is going on. And this is people on that planning board. As I said, I'm not going to mention names. That's right. The broker on the Costco deal. I mean, how much more of a conflict of interest and a financial interest do we have? And here we're now recommending a planner to recommend whether we should put that there or not. And I think this is wrong. And we need an explanation. And this was not obviously. Here we are talking about charter review, by the way, and I do agree with Mr. Curley about having neutral language in there. But we're supposedly reviewing this charter all the time, and we're not even following it. So I'm very concerned.
The individual you're talking about recused himself completely during that discussion.
Only the vote, nothing else.
All right.